Hello everyone, in this video we'll talk about the preamble, which is the soul of our constitution. Preamble is an introduction or a preface. It is considered the heart and soul of the Indian constitution. Although it can be amended as per the provisions of the constitution, its basic structure can't be altered. The preamble to the Constitution of India presents the principles of the constitution and indicates the sources of its authority. It was adopted on 26 November 1949 by the Constituent Assembly, and that's why 26 November is declared as the Constitution Day in India. But there was a time in the Beriberi Union case 1960 in which it was held that the preamble is not a part of the constitution and it cannot be enforceable in a court of law. But later, in the landmark Kesavananda Bharati case 1973, the subject of whether the preamble can be amended under Article 368 of the Constitution emerged for the very first time. The court declared that its ruling in the Beriberi Union 1960 was wrong in this regard, and that the preamble can be amended with the condition that no changes should be made in the constitution of its basic principles. Finally, the preamble to the Constitution is regarded as a beautiful preface. The preamble was first amended in 1976 by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976, where the words socialist, secular, and integrity were added. Let's learn the meaning of the term socialist, which is, it is intended to ensure economic justice and the elimination of inequality in income and standard of life. Secularism implies equality of all religions and religious tolerance and does not identify any state religion. Integrity, the word integrity ensures one of the major aims of and objectives of the preamble, ensuring the fraternity and unity of the state. Article 368 emphasizes that because the preamble is a part of the Indian Constitution, it can be amended except for the basic structure. Let's know what was the reason for the amendment of the preamble. The term socialist was added in the preamble to explicitly state that the goal of the Indian Constitution was to ensure economic justice, reduce inequality. This was a measure to nudge the courts that the laws made to enforce socialist principle must not be struck down, as it is in violation of fundamental rights. The term secular was added to formally mention that India is a secular country, though its traces were already in the Article 25 of the Indian Constitution, and India is described as a secular state because there is no official religion. Integrity was added to give true meaning for fraternity and brotherhood. Preamble to the Constitution is very important as it summarizes the Constitution, underlying thought and essential values, political, moral, religious. It contains the Constituent Assembly's big and noble vision, as well as the goals and aspirations of the Constitution's founding fathers. It is considered as the soul of our Constitution and it establishes the framework for our democratic system.